Hi everybody, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. This is Fresh Catch Friday with Cass and Lorain. Cass is here and I'm here. And picks of the week, what's good?
Alright, this week I picked the new Wicca Phase Springs Eternal album, Suffer On. Wicca is a singer, songwriter from Pennsylvania. He used to be in a very excellent emo band called Tiger's Jaw, one of my all-time favorite emo groups, and he's gone on to do something slightly different. Still very emo tinged, but now he's gone to more of an emo rap style. And I've been reading a lot about this online. I didn't even know it was out until today. I listened to it this morning, and I'm very excited about this release. It is just really, really good. I'm a big fan, honestly, of that whole emo rap scene going on right now with Juice WRLD and now deceased Lil Peep. And basically, he's kind of carrying on the torch for those artists. Well, Juice WRLD's still alive, but he's a big fan of Lil Peep, and he's also a big fan of like Young Lean and like Blade, people like that. So it's got those cloud rap sort of influences as well. And like I said, you can still hear some of the emo tendencies from his old band as well on some of these songs too. Like there's some tracks that are just straight like acoustic guitar with him singing over them. And his voice is very nasally. He has like a bit of an accent, the way he pronounces some of his words. He kind of holds his syllables for like a really long time. And I remember when I first heard him, I didn't like the way he pronounced his words, but now I've grown to really love it. So it's pretty interesting. I think I could see it being a bit much for some people, his vocals, but I've grown to really love him, like I said, so give this a chance. I'm really digging this album. If you like emo rap, if you just like emo, if you just want to hear, you know, what's cutting edge in rap music, I suppose, this is definitely something I'm very excited about. So check it out. It's on a pretty crazy color vinyl too. It's like a black, green, red splatter too, or gold as well. It's $21.95, so give it a listen. We also have the cassette as well, just a simple black cassette. Beautiful cover too. So.
What label is that on? Just out of curiosity.
Run for Cover,
okay.
Which is usually, like I said, kind of like a emo label. They got like some post-punk bands and some pop-punk bands on there too, so okay. Good label.
Oh,
I'm
all right.
excited about this.
Very nice. I can tell that you are. All right. I have for you this week Homeshake. This is Helium, and it's on the Cinderland label. And Homeshake, they're finally widening their scope a little for their fourth record. This is a statement of identity. Peter Sager was Mac DeMarco's guitar player until 2014. And the last records, they've been slowly acclimating to a sound that, you know, is influenced kind of by ambient music and bedroom pop. This was an ode to minimalism. It's kind of a soundtrack for doing absolutely nothing. He's made a point to record and mix the album on his own at home instead of in the studio like the previous records. This is an album to listen to while you're just laying on the couch, pretty much. It's a lot of the time it feels more like a demo than a finished album, which is, you know, it's kind of weird, but it's full of musical ideas, and, you know, as soon as they get going, they kind of fade out. It's sort of an interesting kind of a weird thing, but it's indie exclusive. It's on Aqua Vinyl. It's limited to 1,000 copies, and it's $18.95. And if you just give it a couple of times, it's worth it. There's a payoff, so check it out.
Nice.
I'm sure you have a couple of, or maybe just one other thing you want to talk about.
Yeah, there wasn't too much for me this week, although I did try, but not too much was like really piquing my interest. But this was pretty cool. I also found out about both these albums today. This is Perfect Sun Cast. Perfect Sun, he recently got signed to Sub Pop a couple months ago. He used to be in like a synth pop band called Cold Air. He's from Poland. And I guess Cold Air, they had a couple albums out and they were getting kind of big, but he decided that he was done with that project and he left, and he's pursuing a solo project. And pretty similar sound, synth pop, a little dark, a little industrial too. I was listening to it, I definitely got some Perfume Genius vibes, a little bit of Health vibes with the very beautiful vocals over the kind of aggressive industrial synth pop sounds. And yeah, it's just a really cool debut on Sub Pop. It's colored vinyl, loser edition, and I'm always checking out what Sub Pop has out every time they have these new artists, because they really can't do much wrong. They really know what they're doing. And one great thing about Sub Pop is because they have so many big releases like Nirvana, Mudhoney, all those, you know, they can kind of, you know, go out on a limb and just sign these artists that, you know, really have not much of a background at all. Like, he's, you know, super obscure, this guy, so they're definitely giving him a platform, which I really respect, and I'm glad they did, because super good album. Like I said, very beautiful pop songs. He has some great harmonies that he does himself, of course. And if you just like synth pop, catchy pop, electronic music, check it out. It's let's see.
Oops. Sorry.
That is $18.95 on a swirl color vinyl, orange and yellow swirl.
That was my next question, because that's a loser edition, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So check it out.
Okay. Pretty good. All right, another thing that I'm going to tell you about is the new methyl ethyl, and this is Triage, and this is on 4AD. And sorry about the glare there. I'm trying to position that so it's not too bad. This is another nugget of the gold rush from Australia's indie scene, and this has brought us the likes, that scene's brought us the likes of Tame Impala, Courtney Barnett, Rolling Blackouts, Coastal Fever. But anyway, methyl ethyl, it's principally the project of Perth's Jake Webb, and he tends towards Tame Impala's sound, but it's also strongly reminiscent of MGMT, and it's a little nod to the Ariel Pink kind of stoner vaudeville act is definitely clear with that too. But anyway, he's got a real gift for hooks, this guy. His album is like, it's part a catchy song and it's part shimmering atmosphere. Triage is probably their finest work yet. It's $21.95. It's just basic black vinyl, but anyway, definitely worth it because, funnily enough though, you don't quite get it from the music, but the lyrics are definitely from somebody who's been burned big time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and some of it, I think he's still kind of developing his songwriting skills, because sometimes some of the lyrics you're kind of like, kind of know why they left you.
Oh,
but for the most part, that's like not. Don't take that as like it's not a crappy record. It's actually really a good record. But just I think that he's got a little room to grow lyrically. But still, great stuff. Get in there and check out Jake Webb and his band Methyl Ethyl. Sorry.
Sounds a little emo itself there.
It
Couple
is.
of
It's
sad boy breakup
another
albums today.
crybaby record, right? Exactly.
Yeah,
But
we
our
love
favorite theme.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Okay, and then one more quickie here. This is the Swimmers, Berkeley's on Fire. This is on the Fueled by Ramen label that we also like a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And this is Oakland, California rock quartet. And they've released, this is their anxiously awaited sophomore album. And they're determined to create something new with the rock genre. They've collaborated with producer Rich Costi, and he is responsible for Muse and Death Cab for Cutie. For 2 months, they collaborated with him in the spring of 2018, and this is an exercise in grand experimentation for them. It's inspired in equal parts by The Breeders, Rage Against the Machine, and De La Soul, so it's got like a real cool vibe there. They make music that jumps easily from pop rock to breakbeat to rock and emo punk. It's just jangly power pop. It's a really fun record, 1995, so there's that one here for you now too. Okay, and those are the ones that we wanted to kind of showcase for you. And now, of course, we'll move into the list and tell you what's what here. I'm going to move that over to you, Cass, and you just go ahead and we'll just run this down real quick, okay? Now, that's 7-inch. I'm not seeing that. Oh, is that the Shape of Things? Is that the 7?
Oh, yeah. It's,
okay. Well, that's all right. You can throw that up first so I can manage that. Okay, so these are some reissues. Here's Bowie, Shape of Things to Come. This is on blue vinyl, 7-inch, $11.95. All right. Now we've got a nice remaster of Let's Dance 2018. This is $20.95. That's pretty great. Okay, then you've got Never Let Me Down, also 2018 remaster, $20.95. Okay, and then Tonight, same thing, 2018 remaster, $20.95.
Cool.
So those are all pretty nice things. Okay, now we've got this guy, Eric Church. This is called Chief. It's on red vinyl.
Can't escape.
I think this looks very similar to the last album cover. It's like that's all this guy's got in the chamber. I don't know.
Well, some people really like their face, so.
Phil Collins, there you go. He's like the Phil Collins of the country world.
Exactly.
Check out my pores. Okay, $22.95. All right, now we've got Thomas Giles or Thomas Giles. What do you think?
I think it's Giles.
You do? Okay. This is called Don't Touch the Outside, red vinyl, $21.95. Also, somewhere on cassette.
Oh no, they're both vinyl. It's just two different colors.
Oh, you can have it on white vinyl or red vinyl for $21.95. Really? Okay. Well, we
Yeah.
listened to that this morning, and I didn't like the first track, but I think that third track it's called Milan. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah, that has Christopher Rigg in it of Ulver fame, big black metal heavyweight. This is actually the singer of Between the Buried and Me, Thomas Giles. I guess he's been doing solo albums for a while. I didn't even realize, but Between the Buried and Me, one of my favorite metal groups. I've seen them so many times, so this was pretty cool to hear. And yeah, like I said, Ulver on that third track.
That
rad.
was a really good one. I didn't really like it
just
right
a
out of the gate,
surprise.
but okay. And this, I'm sure you got something to say about Golden Days, Simpatico, 1995.
Yeah, I did just listen to it earlier. It's like a nice little breezy indie rock psych album. They're from LA, so don't know too much about them, but it's a nice little album for chilling on the porch on a Sunday.
Oh,
or
after
something.
you're done listening to,
Yeah.
you can
Another
just
one.
stay on the couch. Okay.
That was, yeah.
All right, now we've got Hot Water Music, A Flight and a Crash. This is $20.95.
Nice.
And then we also have Hot Water Music, Caution, $20.95. These are, I guess, reissues here. Barbara Howard, she's an oldie but goodie. On the Rise, this is on pink vinyl for $20.95. And you can also have the cassette for, what, $7.99? Okay.
Red.
All right, now we've got, I thought she was done, but Avril Lavigne, Head Above the Water. I guess this is a new thing. Did you hear any of that?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. It's just like, I mean, Avril Lavigne, her old stuff, you know, I guess it wasn't the worst, but these days, I don't know what she's decided to do. She's gone full on, like, just pop, mainstream pop
is it?
singer, but kind of like in the vein of like Bishop Briggs, where it's like these really like very shallow lyrics and just not too. I don't know. I guess we should be promoting it, but
Well,
I
it's
won't
on.
lie. We listened to it. We were not.
I didn't hear it
We
because
personally weren't digging it.
I didn't hear it yet because I was late today. So
Consider
you guys
yourself
had it
lucky,
on.
Lorain.
Okay. All right. Well, it's on white
Avril,
vinyl.
She's doing her thing, and of course, there's that ever-going conspiracy that she is not even the real Avril Lavigne, and that Avril died long ago and was
What?
replaced by a clone.
Oh, come on.
That's a very big conspiracy. I mean, obviously, I don't believe it, but it's interesting. Look into it if you're bored.
Yeah. Well, I also think the cover is pretty cheesy too. That's kind of like already been thought of and tested on the public. We don't think could have been more creative, definitely.
All right,
Anyway,
moving on.
white vinyl, $21.95 if you want to do that. All right, now we've got Megadeth System Has Failed reissue for $22.95. Okay, and we also have Megadeth World Needs a Hero, 2 LPs for $27.95.
A couple of their, I should say, under the radar releases. Not to say they're the best, but
And now here's Millencolin, which we sell tons of that catalog. This is SOS. This is 1995, so probably going to continue to sell along pretty well. All right, and these are some paper kites. These are older records that sort of, are they not included on some of this like later compiled stuff that has been going on?
I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to get the story with that. I'm not sure either. On the Corner Where You Live is live. This is $22.95. I don't know how excited people will get for that live record from them, but anyway, it's
Maybe it's
there.
the live version of the other album, On the Train.
On the Train Ride Home, $22.95.
Yes.
So, okay. And now here's Pine Grove Skylight on clear vinyl, 2 LPs, $21.95. And this has been out digitally, I think, for about a month now, but here you go. It's finally on vinyl if you've been waiting on that. And I think that I even heard it was double cassette it was coming out on as well.
What the hell is
I don't.
double cassette?
Well, it hasn't been brought in for us yet, but anyway, this is clear vinyl anyway. So clear vinyl, 2 LPs for $21.95. That's actually
deal.
much cheaper than normally. Doubles are $27. So, okay. And now here, we got the best of the specials, 2
Nice.
LPs for $25.95.
This
And
should be good.
yeah, I'm surprised that's not on colored vinyl.
Yeah, no, yeah, we just got that other specials album the other day that's on color vinyl. Should be pretty
Right.
rare. I don't know what that. I think that's just an old album. but-
I know, and that is actually very rare because it's really hard to find. So,
Yeah,
but anyway, this one's over 2 LPs, and I don't know, should have been colored, but that's okay. Now we've got Cecil Taylor, Silent Tongues. This is on transparent orange vinyl for $23.95, and I think that's live at Montreux in 1974. So,
Yes.
okay, there you go.
Cool.
Now we've also got Tedeschi Trucks band Signs. Is that the name? Just Signs?
Yeah.
Signs.
Someone already came in and bought this today, so I guess it's a hot item.
Okay, so it's got an LP and a 7-inch in there. It's $24.95. Okay, transparent orange vinyl. That's nice. Oh no, that was Cecil Taylor. Tedeschi Trucks. Do they have a colored vinyl situation?
No, it's just black.
Okay, but it does have the bonus, and it's mastered from the original analog tapes on 180-gram black vinyl. Okay. Now we've got Trippy Red, A Love Letter to You. This is $24.95.
Trippy Red?
Yep. I mean,
have you heard him?
I
at
have
all?
not. No.
He's one of those newer rappers. He kind of does a bit more singing than your average trap rapper these days. He's got a pretty good voice, actually. This album cover's pretty good, too. I've heard really good things about this. I haven't heard it yet, but
Okay.
if you like that style,
It would have been
you're probably
nice
into this.
to be on red vinyl, but I don't think it is.
I thought it was, but I guess
Really?
not. It might be. It just doesn't say. But
Well,
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
when
have
was
any note
ordering
about
it,
that
it
either.
was.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that would be great if it was.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's it.
Okay, so that's this week. We'll post the list down below so that if you forgot any of the prices as we were going along, if you got, carried away with our explanation of things instead of listening to prices, you can see it. Finally, some great shows are being released around here, but it won't be happening until June. But Father John Misty will be in Berkeley at the Greek in early June, and also then we're going to have local natives later in the month.
Oh, that's
so.
cool. Are you going to that?
Yes, absolutely.
FJM show?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
I'm going
I
to
had a feeling
both.
you would be.
Yep, I'm going to be there. So, this weekend it's probably just going to keep raining and the power's going to keep going out. And we are open from 12 to 4 Saturday and Sunday if you want to come in. Other than that, I don't know if there's anything else left. Is there?
That's it.
Is that it? Okay.
No, yeah, some shows I'm going to. There's what's a TV Girl with George Clanton. I tell everybody about George Clanton. If
Yeah.
you don't know him already, he is so good. So check him out at the Catalyst next Friday.
Oh, okay, good.
Pretty excited about that.
All right, and that does it for now. So thanks again. We'll see you next time.